Hi everyone, so today's look is a subscriber request. I went on Facebook and I wanted to know what you guys wanted to see. I've got a pretty long list of things that you guys wanted to see, as I always do when I ask. I always end up with a huge list, so anytime that I'm like, where do I go from here? What do I do? What do subscribers want to see? I pop on Facebook. So one of the first requests I got was to do an abalone shell inspired look. I went on this website, I think it's like photomurals.wordpress.com. I'll see if I can put the image down below, but it's basically the most elaborate abalone shell I've ever seen, and it is basically a pink, a taupey, a champagne, a black, a turquoise, a blue abalone shell, and I just thought, wow, that's going to be an amazing tutorial. So I wanted the essence of the look to be basically the colors that you see in an abalone shell, which are the softer tones. Underneath the eye is the more peacocky type colors. If you'd like to do this look in reverse, you can do the turquoise and the blue on top and just rearrange the colors, and basically I'll be showing you the shape I used, and you can always change it up. You can even do like little dots on the side to sort of, you know, bring the abalone shell more to life. So, but that will obviously take some wearability out of the look, but it's your look, so do whatever you want to do. I used a lot of shimmer to sort of give you that sort of glossy, wet look that the abalone shell has. It would have been very odd, I feel, if I took mattes. I'm using a couple mattes just to sort of blend some colors out and give some softness to and dimension to the look, so the whole thing is not this over-the-top shimmery look that has no definition. So I didn't want to do that to you. So there's a couple of mattes. You can always add more. So I hope that you enjoy this look, and thank you so much for watching. So to get started on the look, I've already taken my basics, my 100% pure organic coffee bean caffeine eye cream. This is basically just my moisturizer, and then this is my eye primer. I use the All Natural Face Magic Vegan Eyeshadow Primer, and that just provides kind of a sticky base and conceals redness around the eyes. So to get started on this look, I'm going to be taking M Dazzle Dust, and this color is in Sugar Pink. It's number 34. If I remember correctly, this color came in a set. It was a kit that was sent to me by one of my friends that lives in England, or London, sorry. And I'm just going to go ahead and take this on the Sigma. This is the E55 shader, and we're going to place this in the inner towards the center and just kind of press it on a little bit because it is a very shimmery, very high metallic color. I press a little bit of that in the tear duct and kind of move it around a little underneath as well. It's just a really gorgeous icy pink, so it's not really going to cause the eye any irritation. Now there's a lot of bronze metallic glowing sheen in the abalone shell, so I'm going to be taking Dazzle Dust by Berry M, and this is number the 5 is kind of close. It's number 51, and we're going to place this in the center of the eyelid, and it's kind of an unlikely color for the center of the eyelid because it's more of like a transition type shade, but since taupe sort of runs throughout the abalone shell, this is what I'm going to be pressing through the center. So I'm just going to go ahead, take that on the same brush and blend it out. You could also use a little bit of pink from the opposite side of the brush and kind of blend that in where the two pieces meet. I'm going to take Berry M Cosmetics number 59. It's just a nice lavender, so I think it's going to play off the taupe very nicely because taupes tend to have a bit of a, this is the color. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. And we're just going to press this in the outer bit of the eyelid. You can see it's like a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous sheen, and pull it in. I'm going to take the Sleek Eye Divine in Original, and it's just got all these gorgeous shades in here. So I'm going to be taking this sort of bronze shimmery color. I don't think these have the waffle print anymore, and I'm pretty sure they have the names now. So you could go ahead and take any shimmery bronze color. Any colors you have in your kit will do. I'm going to take this on the Sigma E70. And we're just going to place this in the crease. It's a very warm bronze color. just going to start blending that out a little bit. Now I'm going to go back into the Sleek Acid palette, or the Chaos. No, I have the original, I'm sorry. The original palette, and I'm going to be using this black up here. It's a matte black, so since we're putting it on top of metallic, it's going to lose a little bit of its matte. It will help add some definition to the eye, however, because it is matte. But if you want it to stay matte, you could do the black first. It's just going to look a lot harsher, especially for the spring and summer. You can always not do black. You could always do a chocolate brown instead, but I want it to look closer to an abalone shell. So I'm just taking this angled point, pointing it directly towards my eye socket, relaxing the eye every now and again as I go so I know how my eye is going to look when it's closed, and opening it on occasion so I can kind of see how it's going to look depending on, you know, how my eye is throughout the day. Now I'm going to go back into the Sleek, the original palette, and I'm going to take this really sort of soft peachy pink that's right here. This is a much lighter pink up here, a true pink, but I want the peachy color. So I'm going to take this and blend it into the inner corner of the eye using the Sigma E40, and this is just a traditional tapered blender. A lot of brands make a tapered blender. So if you don't like Sigma or this brush, or you don't want to buy this brush, you could take any other blender. So I'm just going to blend this out so it's got a very nice soft effect. Don't blend it too much into the black because we'll take away the black and just get our brush really dirty. I'm going to try to use the same exact brush for the highlight. Alright, so I'm going to be taking this as a highlight shade. It's just a very yellow based highlight shade. I'm taking Jordana Color Effects number 9 in Good Match, and I'm taking this more yellow tone. And I am very yellow, so if you're ever buying a foundation off of my recommendations as far as shades go, just something to keep in mind. I think I am pretty yellow. That's a pretty sandy toned highlight. But it works for me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out just so that the metallic shades almost kind of disappear into my skin tone, almost into nothing. Now, just to even out the crease a little bit, I'm gonna be taking the bronze tone in number 9 Good Match, and we're just going to grab that up and then just put it on the very edge of that very metallic brown shade, just so it's very smooth. Now there is some very nude, natural kind of iridescence in the abalone shell. So each abalone shell varies. I'm looking at one that's very pink, very purple. It's got a lot of aqua and black. So I'm going to be taking this sort of yellow highlight shade right up here in the Sleek Original palette, and I'm just going to press that right at the very peak of the brow bone. I don't want this all over the entire brow bone because it's very metallic and very yellow. This is just to sort of capture the essence or the glow of the abalone shell. So there you go. For eyeliner, I'm taking the Tarte MultiplEYE Lash Enhancing Liquid Liner. I'm going to try my best not to keep you too long with the liquid eyeliner, but you can see the eyeshadow ends about here. So what I'm going to be doing is drawing a flick, but I want to stay within the eyeshadows. So I'm just going to draw the flick straight up from the outer corner of the eye. That's basically my marking tool, what I use to stay within, you know, keeping the eyes symmetrical as far as the wings go and making it a flattering shape for the eyes. And then I just pull that completely in using these little sketchy strokes. Now the abalone shell has a lot of black ridging on it, so that's why we did the very heavy upper lash line of liner. I made it very thick in the outer bit, which I think is very attractive in my opinion, and then much thinner inside, just so we don't rob the lid space as it narrows into the tear duct. Now I'm going to be taking the Anastasia of Beverly Hills matte highlighter, shimmer highlighter duo. I'm actually going to be taking this shimmer side, and the shimmer side is called Sand. So I'm going to take Sand You could also take Camille, and this is this more matte pink. So you have like a pink and a champagne. It comes in a couple colors, I believe like light and dark, and Anastasia Beverly Hills is a fairly basic line. So I have the box here. Now I know that there are standards for cruelty-free and a lot of people don't abide by all the rules. This is made in Germany, and the website and everything like that says it's cruelty-free and it's owned by itself. So there's the bunny. So, and then I know a lot of the products are paraben free, so I'm just going to blend that out, and this would also be beautiful under the brow bone if you haven't already placed shadows. Using Perversion from Urban Decay, the 24/7 liner, I'm just going to lightly tap this on the lower lash line and kind of add that dimension or that black ridging again. Being very careful just to lightly tap it. I really don't want too much of this black color under the eyes, especially because we already have a blank waterline, so to speak, or a nude waterline, because it'll kind of give off like a aged look. I just want to keep the eyes very open. Alright, now I'm just going to be taking number 34 Sea Blue. This is another M Dazzledust, and it's a gorgeous turquoise. This particular shade, though, is limited edition. Now this abalone shell that I'm looking at is a peacock of abalone shells. I'm really going to have to link it at the bottom. Literally, I just googled an image, abalone shell, and I picked an abalone shell that I thought was super gorgeous. Some abalone shells don't have the turquoise, so for the ones that don't, you can kind of eliminate this step if you want the more pinky purple taupe nude abalone shell look. That would be the upper part, obviously. So there's the more colored. Alright, now I just took M Dazzledust in number 22. It's a gorgeous blue with a purple sheen to it. It's so gorgeous. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in the outer bits of the under eye. Now just to add some length and drama to this, because there is so much liquid eyeliner, it's almost kind of closing off my lashes. I've already applied the Tarte Gifted Amazonian Clay. And I'm going to take these Demi Wispies. I'm going to be right back once they're on. Okay, so for face bronzer, I'm going to be taking this Lauren Brooke Cosmetics. This is natural organic golden bronzer, and kind of looks like that. This is from an indie company. I'm just going to put a little bit in the lid, and I'm going to pop this on with my EcoTools brush. This is a very light bronzer, so if you're very fair, you might like this, but it's basically just supposed to warm up the face. Now for blush, I'm going to be taking the Milani Baked Blush in number 7 Fantastico Mauve, and this blush is this really gorgeous pinky swirl kind of baked blush. Matte came out with some sort of weird duo a couple years ago. I think the collection was called Too Fabulous. This kind of reminds me of one of those. Just kind of looks like a dessert. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this with my EcoTools blending brush, mostly to the back of the cheek. I did take the bronzer up a little far just so the blush kind of blended into the bronzer. For lips, I use the Urban Decay 24/7 lip liner in Paranoid to line my lips and fill them in. I'm going to be taking the All Natural Face Vegan Lip Balm in Honey Peach. It's really not going to show up on the Paranoid, but I want to do a little bit of a bolder pink since our blush is sort of bold and the eyes are almost kind of pastel and shimmery. I'm just going to mute out the tone of the lips with a light lip gloss, taking the Too Faced Glamour Gloss in Barely Legal, and add a nice sheen. So I hope that you enjoyed this look, and yeah, thank you so much for watching.